NFL season, Week 17 is underway. Taken from about the 12. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Once again with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Washington.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's a give to Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Taken down. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Complete to Robbie Anderson.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Touchdown, Washington! Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
It's a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he'll air this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra points still to come. And it's up and good.
Makes this Washington 14, Eagles 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10. And the
play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Antonio Gibson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Washington.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man here, Sims complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes this Washington 21, Eagles 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing his Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 29, Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Peterson, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
Brought down by Nate Gary.
Gary on the tackle.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run on first down. Gibson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Thaddeus Moss, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes this Washington 28, Eagles 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is Gibson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Gibson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Try the toss play to Love. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Adrian Peterson in his 14th NFL season. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want...
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bill.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
On the carry.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A throw taken in by Sims. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
A gain of
what a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Here's James. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
His pass.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Clement. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Corey Clement, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he finds his tight end, it's Hurts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Eagles.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 46.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Washington.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Rodgers.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down, Washington.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made. Back
all right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This no-gimme in the snow. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Nothing easy about that one, and these elements in the snow, but he's able to put it home in what looks to be the game winner.
And you know, I had problems with the footage just walking from the bus to the stadium. I can't imagine being called to kicking this stuff with the game on the line. But he appeared to have 0 issues whatsoever.
Eagles going into the final play of this game.